Find company within yourself, and you'll never have a day alone. Find love within yourself, and you'll never have a lonely day. Connor Calfett. Grand Rising! If you are a first time viewer, welcome. My name is Joseph Long, and I thank you for tuning in. To my returning viewers, hello, friends, and thank you for your consistent support. Loneliness is a feeling of emptiness, a negative feeling that can occur when we feel alone. It is possible to be lonely even when other people are around. A feeling of loneliness signifies an unmet need. Dealing with loneliness can be difficult, but a good first step is to face the feeling. So I invite you to join me in a relaxation practice to help us to deal with loneliness by increasing confidence, developing a sense of self, and getting ready to take action to decrease loneliness. This is going to be a long one. So I suggest that you set your timer for however long you can commit to this practice. This way, you can fully be engaged in the meditation without worrying about time constraints. And before we begin today's practice, if you haven't already done so, please click the like, click the like, click the like button right now. Click the like, click the like, click the like button right now. Click the like button, comment, share if you care to. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Inspirational Moments with Joseph Long. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you may be notified every time I post something new. Now, these may seem like small gestures to you, but it means a lot. It will greatly help with my algorithms. So in advance, I thank you. Let us begin. Before you deal with loneliness, begin by becoming more relaxed. Choose a comfortable position and take a few moments just to breathe. Allow yourself to breathe slowly and naturally, doing nothing else in this moment besides concentrating on your breaths. Breathe in and out, allowing each breath to calm and relax you. Continue breathing calmly at whatever pace is comfortable for you. Let's use mental focus to help you relax. All you need to do is count up from 1 to 5, then back down to 1. I'll count with you for a while and then you can count on your own. Try to count in time with your breathing, counting each time you breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep counting on your own now. Allow your muscles to become relaxed and loose. And focus completely on the numbers. becoming more and more relaxed with each number, more deeply relaxed. Now let's start to deal with loneliness. Think for a moment about how you are feeling. Notice any feelings of loneliness you may have. What does the loneliness feel like? Some people experience a heavy feeling in the stomach, or a feeling of emptiness or aching in the chest. What does loneliness feel like for you? You don't need to start dealing with the loneliness just yet. Simply experience it, noticing it, noticing what it is like. Loneliness is an unpleasant feeling, but stay with this feeling for a few more moments. You do not need to deal with loneliness yet. Just notice the feeling. This lonely feeling you are experiencing can be a signal that you have needs that are not being met right now. Your mind is speaking to you through this feeling, telling you that something needs to change. Whether your situation, your outlook, or your actions. You can use this feeling of loneliness to explore what it is that you need and to make changes to deal with loneliness so you can feel content. Concentrate on the feeling of loneliness. What are you thinking about when you focus on the loneliness? Perhaps you have images in your mind of ways that you want your life to be different. Maybe you are thinking about being alone. Maybe you miss someone. What thoughts or images go through your mind as you focus on being lonely? There are two solutions to deal with loneliness. One is to increase the connections and contacts you have with others. The other ways to deal with loneliness is to have a positive relationship with yourself and appreciate your company. Both of these remedies are available to you. You can use both without having to choose one or the other. To start to deal with loneliness, let's focus for a moment on connections with people. Maybe you are feeling lonely right now because you are by yourself, with no one else around, or you could be feeling lonely even with others around. If you do not feel sufficiently connected to the person or people around you, think about how many times you connected with another person in the past week. If you were to guess as to how many connections you had, what would the number be? We have connections with many people on various levels. Connections can range from a simple acknowledgement, for example, saying hello to a stranger or to the person who works in the grocery store, to close relationships. Think about the past week and remember the people you interacted with. Did you have any telephone conversations? Did you read or send any emails? Did you say hello to anyone in the store? Did you read or write any letters? Did you visit with any friends? Think about the number of connections you had in the past week. Were there more connections than you expected? Or were there less? Did you have enough close connections, or were there mostly with strangers or acquaintances? Are you just feeling lonely today, or were you lonely for the rest of this past week too? Everyone feels lonely sometimes. Loneliness is a normal, natural feeling that we all experience. All people deal with loneliness at some time in their lives. This feeling helps us push us to interact more, to get closer to people, to risk in order to have close relationships. In this way, loneliness can be a good thing. What is your feeling of loneliness pushing you to do? To deal with loneliness, you need to address what it is the feeling pushing you to do. Do you need to join a group or a club to deal with loneliness? Do you need to deal with loneliness by phoning a friend you haven't spoken with in a long time? To deal with loneliness by increasing connections with people, you may need to seek out company and communication. Think about people you could call to talk to, or people you could see face to face. If no one comes to mind, consider places where you can meet new people. Support groups are a great way to meet and connect with others. And so are clubs or classes. Think of all the places you can spend time with people. Relationships do not always have to be face to face to be satisfying. Internet support groups can be very helpful, and you can access them right from your home. Think of one thing you can do within the next 24 hours to deal with loneliness and help you feel more connected with people. What is your loneliness pushing you to do? Choose one action you can take to deal with loneliness and make a plan to do this action within the next 24 hours. Now let's deal with loneliness from another perspective. Regardless of how much contact and connection you have with others, it is essential to be content with your own company. How do you feel when you are alone? Do you find yourself to be good company? If you are not feeling content with your own company right now, this may translate into a feeling of loneliness. Concentrate on the loneliness, on the aching, empty feeling inside. And now imagine that feeling shifting just slightly. Imagine a feeling of peace, contentment, happiness. Picture this feeling as if it is a warm liquid. Imagine that the liquid can fill your body, pouring in through the top of your head. So warm and pleasant. Imagine this liquid filling your body, being poured down, filling up your feet, then your legs, rising higher to your knees, to your hips. Feel the warmth filling the core of your body, up to your stomach, chest, all the way to your shoulders, pouring down to your hands and feeling your arms up to your elbows, to your upper arms. Feel the warmth filling your neck and your head, filling your whole body with a feeling of warmth and peace. Feel an even greater warmth beginning at the center of your stomach and radiating outward, as if the sun is shining inside you. Let this feeling of warmth and peace grow, experiencing a feeling of happiness inside. Feel the warmth growing, growing, until joy is radiating from you as if your whole body is shining, glowing, radiating joy and happiness. Inside you feel full, solid, filled with contentment. Imagine any remaining feelings of emptiness being crowded out completely by the warmth inside you. We, when you are so content, there is no room for emptiness. Allow yourself to feel peaceful and serene, even for just a few moments. Right now, everything is as it should be. You are perfectly okay just as you are. You feel joyful, loved, surrounded by warmth. You are worth all the positive things that come your way. You have a lot to offer in relationships with others. Feel the happiness radiating from you. And imagine this joy shining forth like the sun shining down on everyone around you. Feel a sense of connection with the world around you. You are a part of this world, part of the fabric of your community. The connections you have can extend and grow. It can expand and grow, allowing you to become even more connected with people. You are filled with confidence, contentment, secure and confident with a strong sense of self. all alone. You can be happy and content without feeling lonely because nothing is missing when you are by yourself. You are perfectly all right by yourself. You do not need anyone else to be whole. Other people can enrich your life, but you are whole all on your own. Experience a feeling of wholeness, completeness right now. Experience this feeling fully, peaceful, whole, content, complete, happy. Anytime you begin to feel lonely in the future, you can deal with loneliness by experiencing these feelings of contentment again. You can also take action to spend time with others so that you can be connected with people and not feel lonely. It is time to conclude this relaxation exercise. Keep with you the feelings of contentment and peace as you reawaken your mind and body. Gradually return to full alertness. Take a deep cleansing breath in, and as you breathe out, become more awake and alert. Slowly open your eyes. Sit quietly for a few moments with your eyes open, reorienting yourself to your surroundings. Namaste. Whatever is causing you to seek comfort, trust that you will find peace and solace within yourself. Even if your heart aches, the indwelling peace and love reassures you that you are beloved and all indeed will be well. And so it is. All right. Woo. I had to crack my neck. Some of you might need to wiggle, move some body parts to get it all reawakened. How do you feel? Please, if you haven't done so already, click the like, click the like, click the like button right now. Thank you. So it is this part of the practice where I would like to recognize those of you that's online, not only recognizing your comments, but in particular, I want to see if anyone feel like this. I know this is a personal, private topic today, but I'm curious to see any comments regarding the topic on loneliness or how what you do in regards to dealing with loneliness. And I start. No, you don't have to. I don't know if you all notice or watch my or my other content outside of the meditations, outside of the little known Black history facts. Just this past weekend, without really thinking, well, I do put thought, let me not say that, but I didn't think of, in my head, I didn't think, okay, I'm lonely, I feel alone sometimes. Just this past weekend, I made a commitment to myself to do more things with myself, to really enjoy my company, to go out there with no expectations. If new connections, new acquaintances, new friendships come out of it, that's gravy. But to allow myself to be vulnerable like that, because you do take a risk. People will come. Everybody that comes in your space is not for you. Do not have your interest. Do not like you. So it is a risk, but I think it's a risk worth taking. So this past week, I did karaoke last Friday, something I really love to do. I get a high. I don't need to take drugs, whatever. Of course, I have prescribed prescriptions, and I don't like taking those, but I get a high off for performing, singing, poetry. I get a high off that. So I'm going to do that a little more. Maybe not every weekend, but maybe at least once a week, once a month, or once or bi-monthly. I also told myself maybe Sundays, if I don't have anything planned, my Sunday fun days will be with going out to a restaurant by myself, take myself on dates, enjoy my company, things like that, go to the movies, stuff like that. So let me see what your comments are. I see on YouTube, I have Miss Pat on here. Oh, as usual, very supportive. One of my cheerleaders, inviting and reminding you all to click those likes, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. She also states, like this title, once again, we are not alone. Thank you, Joe. I did get a chance to see the meditation from yesterday. And as usual, another good one. I appreciate that. As you all know, Miss Pat was not on live yesterday. She had another obligation. I'm not going to share it. If she want to share it, that's up to her. But you were missed. Good to see you. And thank you for the feedback. She adds, it's Thankful Thursday. Not much longer before we start our dancing. Yes, I look forward to the dancing on Friday mornings as well. Miss Pamela's on here. She states, Grand Rising, my beloved family. I give thanks for each day as I acquire new awareness through my meditation. Grand Rising to you, my sister. Prayer Chaplain is on here. She says, Happy Thanksgiving Thursday, meditation family. A grand rising to you as well, my sister, my friend. M00112 is in the house, and she says, grand rising to you. I just love that emoji. I love the colors. I think it looks like a light bulb when I quickly glance at it, but I think it's the sun setting over the ocean. Beautiful. Prayer Chaplain is in the house. I already stated, but she continues with, thank you for the reminder that we're never alone. Yes, I think even the best of us have moments where we feel that we are in this by myself. I don't have support. Yes. Yes, you're quite welcome. My sister from another mother is on here as she types in hashtag global. Yes, thank you for the hashtag globals. Thank you for touching and agreeing. May this message reach out to those throughout this globe. May they be reminded that they are never alone, that they have the power within themselves to obtain the peace, the love, the happiness that they desire. May they know, may they be reminded that that feeling of loneliness is not a bad thing. It's just telling you, it's just reminding you that something needs to be done. Something needs to be changed to tap into those feelings. Do not be afraid of those feelings. Yes, thank Grand Rising to you, Kioka. Pamela is in the house and she said, thank you, coach, once again. Quite applicable and very helpful. I appreciate that. Prayer chaplain and I often travel, dine out, attend sporting events and concerts with myself. I'm getting at that level, prayer chaplain. That's what I'm working on. Yes, I don't like to do things like that by myself. So I'm working on that. Guess what? There are 10,000 other people there that I usually socialize with. Thank you for sharing that. It gives me something to think about when I think about doing these things with myself, and then I quickly discourage myself. So thank you for that. Miss Pamela, continue to use your gifts for pleasure and for entertainment. Thank you for that. You referring to the karaoke comment I made. On IG, I have Miss Martha Webster in the house. Grand rising to you, Miss Martha. Miss Bernie, my healer extraordinaire, is in the house. Grand rising to you, Sports Chick, also known as Prayer Chaplain, is on both platforms as she types in #global with the earth emoji. Thank you, Sports Chick. Thank you, Prayer Chaplain, for the activity, not only on IG, but on my YouTube as well. I appreciate you. Miss Pat is also on both platforms, and she says, good morning, everyone. #global with 3 earth emojis. I appreciate you, ladies, for the activity on YouTube as well. Miss Martha Webster says, good morning. Plenty vibes. I'm trying to draw a mental picture of plenty vibes because I know you. And I can't at the top of my head right now. Grand rising to you. Oh my gosh, my goddaughter is in the house live and she has the prayer emojis. Grand rising to you, my daughter. Yes, I'm planting that seed. You and I, our collaborations. I didn't tell you this, but I'm gonna tell you this out publicly. It's funny because my boss sent me a separate DM because she knows I do the guided meditations. I share it with my team, and she asked me, "Do you do yoga?" And I'm like, "No, I don't." And I shared with her our recent experience when you were in town, and we did a live stream with you leading a brief yoga session. And she was like, yes, do it. So I'm planting that seed, planting that seed. We bringing yoga into this platform. And I encourage you, my goddaughter, who is an expert in that. I don't do yoga. I started with my goddaughter last Saturday, and I didn't know how much of a workout it is. So I want to incorporate that in our spiritual and our physical unfoldment on this platform. So I'm throwing that out there. All right, this concludes today's practice. Ooh, it's 39 after. I told y'all it was going to be a long one. Thank you all for tuning in for you today. And I look forward to virtually seeing you all tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on my YouTube and Instagram channels. As Miss Pat has reminded us earlier, tomorrow is Friday. And on this platform on Friday, we start our guided meditation, just being a little silly, a little bit, tapping into our inner child with a little cardio. Yes. So come tomorrow wearing your dancing shoes. With that, I wish you all a peaceful day and continued blessings.